All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got some good questions.
More than all.
Hope we didn't offend anybody with the Porsche. I was just having fun with that, and it was fun. Anyway, I wanted to ask now. See, Richard asked a question. I thought this was really good about the song "Pygmy" that was on the Delaney and Bonnie record.
Yeah.
Could you tell us the whole story about that?
I brought that to the table, and it's really a really cool thing, man. I mean.
So what do you mean you brought this to the table? Did you write it, or what happened?
No, I want to say that that is something from somebody else. I don't know if it was like a Jimmy Smith or exactly who did that organ thing, you know. And it was when we did jams, and I sang "Give Me Some Lovin'" and stuff like that, and a couple other things. Before we'd warm up, before Delaney and Bonnie would come on, but. Yeah, we always started with some sort of jam or Pygmy, you know, and I brought that from. It was one of those things. I remember the key it was in, and I remember the melody and everything about it.
And the key was
C, of course.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
I remember the key, but I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah. But I was just about to look that up when you fired this thing up. I was just about to check on that and see exactly who's that belonged to.
Right.
But it was some of that stuff. That my well of influence.
Well, I'm sure everybody out there is going to be typing it in and.
Yeah. And I wish I could be real definite and say, yeah, that was mine and claim it, but I can't. And so I remember it. From somewhere, and I'm not quite for sure. I was just about to find out, but way cool thing, got the band. Oh, and Jim Gordon. Oh, God, what a great drummer.
So was there percussion on it?
Yeah, there's a guy named Tex Johnson went on, black dude, he went with us. I think he was African. And he went with us out there. I never got to say too much to him. I know one thing, this might have been one of the reasons he went with us, because he had a smoking device called a chillum. He would pack that thing full of hash and weed and stuff, and we were on the bus and the whole thing was like all smoky. Yeah, it was wild. I had a lot of fun, with that. That was a great band. Tex Johnson, Delaney, Bonnie, Jim Gordon, Carl Radle, Bobby Keys, Jim Price, me, Billy Preston. Oh, it was solid. Eric Clapton, Eric Clapton, Dave Mason, and George Harrison. Oh, what a band, huh?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, okay, that answered that question. That's awesome. Oh, and then he said again, down further in this comment, was that the Stones had later released something that sounded very similar.
Yeah, man.
And would that be like
Can't you hear me knocking? And I didn't even think about it, because they cut it a couple of years later. It wouldn't surprise me one damn bit, with those guys.
I mean, they just
Stones,
always...
they're funny guys about, putting their name on shit.
Yeah,
but you're putting other people's name on things,
And
that's all right. That's all right, because it all goes down in history as a truth, Even the lies are uncovered.
Well, pretty
the
much
truth
most everybody knows that that's what they do.
Yeah, well,
They'll
I
steal
mean,
from
it's
their
all
own.
right. Maybe it has something to do with their childhood or something.
Oh, please.
Insecurity, when they was just getting going,
No, I think it has everything to do with being wealthy and the Stones. Okay. Well, okay. Another question was, did you ever run into Keith Emerson, those guys from ELO, or any of the...
I did. Delaney and Bonnie, we did the Atlanta Pop Festival, and he wanted to use my organ.
Keith Emerson?
Keith Emerson wanted to use my organ. Something was wrong with his or something. Well, I had seen what he did, and he was real rough on organs. He would rock them back and forth and turn them over and put them on top of him. He'd stand on top of. I worked real hard to get my organ, you know. My money out of my pocket, and I wasn't about to let him or anybody else take a knife out and scratch my stuff and do my. No, hell no, that was not going to happen, and it didn't happen.
Did he get upset with you?
Yeah, he was upset because it was just sitting there, you know, and he couldn't. I wouldn't let him use it. They worked out something for him. I don't know what it was. Didn't care, you know. But I knew what he did to organs, and I don't know. He may have grown up since then, you know. But I guarantee you, there's scratches on everything he's ever played, you know.
Well.
Yeah, you know.
That's just not on. Abuse of the instrument.
That's total abuse, you know. That's a B3 abuse, and it wasn't gonna happen around me. Not with my organ? Hell no. Not a chance.
Hell no.
No,
Gonna say?
I reckon he's probably a pretty nice guy, you know.
Sure.
But he's just rough on his instruments, and that just ain't right, you know. I work real hard to get mine, you know. Most everybody I know, you know, not very many musicians come from wealthy families that can supply them all the guitars and organs and pianos and amplifiers and strings and everything they want. Not too many, you know. You got to have some kind of feeling to get out of that, you know, and put that as your past, you know. And I don't know.
Doesn't seem like a very nice thing to do.
Well, you know, you got to be good to your instruments, your loved ones, your cats and your dogs. You know, that's just all there is to it.
And also earlier on, we mentioned we were talking about Karen Carpenter.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sure both of us feel the same way, that she was an extremely talented person and
Yeah.
great drummer.
The limelight was
good
too
singer.
intense. You know,
Well,
I understand.
I mean, they were doing that real easy
No
going.
sweat set.
Right.
You
I
know?
mean, but not to take away from the talent of the.
No, absolutely not, because that was what they didn't have to get up there and get down, you know, and didn't have no powerful band to overcome. But yeah, she's a great player. I love her songs and the whole setup, you know, brother and sister.
Yeah. All right, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
All right, Cooter. I love right Cooter.
Yeah.